Man, do you like podcasts? Well then,
welcome to
No Gimmicks Needed.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
this is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. Across the pond is we have AEW All Out coming from Toronto, Ontario, Canada in the Scotiabank Arena. This arena holds, let's see, we have for basketball, it's 19,000. And concert is about 19,000. Hockey and lacrosse about 18,000. I don't know how much AEW has tickets they have sold. I don't think they're getting 19,000 people in there, but I think they can at least get 10,000 people in there. Maybe a little bit under. I'm not necessarily sure. But All Out is a big show.
It is Canada, so they might surprise themselves.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like I said, it is Canada. And we have another reunited team this weekend, Edge and Christian. Yes, I'm calling them Edge and Christian. I ain't calling them Christian and Adam, or Adam Copeland and Christian, or Cope and Christian. Like, ew. I'm not doing any of that.
No, it's Cope and Christian. Because what do you mean Edge and Christian? Who's Edge? Who's Edge?
You or they guess what? That you wanted to be. You know exactly who Edge is. I'm not going with the AEW shenanigans on this one. How dare you? But that is the selling point for this show because, however, AEW has a lot of people down. Swerve is down. Omega's about to be down again. Will Ospreay is down. Adam Cole is down. Like, there's a lot of top players that is still down. And there are a lot of people that are just missing. Like, still don't know where the hell Keith Lee is at. So, I don't necessarily... I just say he waited for his contract to be up so he can come back to the WWE. I think that's what he wants to do. Be with his wife and get another chance that Vince didn't give him. But anyway, neither here or there. Let's get on to this card. So once again, so as expected, Tony Khan, as of right now, we didn't even have Dynamite yet, and we didn't have Collision yet, because matches can be added. But right now, it should just be fine. Okay, it's a 10 match card, 11 if you count the pre-show match. And of course, he's going to try to put every fucking body on the 0 hour pre-show. And I'm just like, because once again, this is their debut on HBO Max, so they want to get their show good, and they want to have a good showing on Max, and show Warner Brothers what's going on. Because also, I got to talk about later, Paramount may be buying Warner Brothers, which could
maybe, but yeah, that's I don't. But it's like this is like their third purchase.
Paramount?
How broke can y'all get? No, but I'm saying like it was Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers was going broke, so then Discovery bought Warner Brothers. They merged. They both broke. So then they got to sell. What's the issue?
Yeah, that's a good point. And once again, that could affect AEW. So we don't necessarily know just yet. But in the meantime,
that can affect everything. Like that could affect DC, all that.
Yeah, God, it's like man, we don't. Like, we just now cooking. We just cooking. All right? Now, come on now. But anyway, let's get up into these predictions real quick. And once again, I have been following more AEW because I went to a couple shows during the residency. So I've seen what they're planning and stuff like that and they're doing. So, and once again, I had fun at the residency. I'm not saying, like, the first show was not that great. The second show was fine because being there live. But like I said, when you be there live, especially in the 2300 arena, it's fun. It's a fun experience also. So I'm making sure y'all come out there and do that. But we know Tony Khan got some problems. The pre-show match, you got an 8-woman tornado tailgate brawl player.
Is this the 0 hour?
Yeah.
Skip.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is the Harley Cameron and Queen Avenada, Will Nightingale, they're going to be the ones that's going to win. The end. Faces. All right, so let's get on into the actual show here.
Look, I would actually took it serious with that whole name that you just said right now. That full name of the match. Yeah, I can do that. What's the name of it again?
8-woman tornado tailgate brawl player.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I ain't even trying to be mean because it's women. I'm just talking in general. I'm not trying to see that in general.
Yeah.
If it was men, women mixed, I don't. 10 man, 20 man, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Too many things. So we got a lot of crazy matches going on in here. So let's start from the bottom. There's going to be a 4-way ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Now, are you familiar who the champions are?
Bandito and Brody King.
Yes. Which, by the way,
yeah,
they be over. Okay, so when they be coming out, I like the Bandito and Brody King stuff. But there's going to, because once again, it's an all out show, so we got to have some ladders. So get some ladders out here, players. But there is going to be a joint show because of, I think it's because of the is it baseball or something like that? Because there's going to be an AEW Dynamite's happening on Wednesday, and a Collision is happening right after Dynamite. So it's going to be a 3-hour block. So they're calling it.
They've been doing that lately.
Huh?
They've been doing that lately.
Yeah. So, but on so this Wednesday, it's going to be called September to Remember, and there's going to be a little tournament that they're going to have, and the winners of each of these matches are going to join them in a fatal 4-way ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And I don't know who them teams are going to be. It's probably going to be Jet Speed. It's probably going to be I don't know if it's, I don't even know what the bracket look like, to be honest with you. Jet Speed's the only one that comes to mind because he's going to have every fucking body on this show. So I don't see
Hurt Business.
Huh?
Hurt Business.
No, Hurt Syndicate got. I actually like their match that they got going on because they got a good heated rivalry going on. So finally, right? But no, I'm just gonna say this. I think this is gonna just be Brody King and Bandito. I don't see no reason for him to lose it right now, unless Jet Speed is in the match. I can see Jet Speed getting a run with it.
Well,
but
I thought.
I'm listening.
So I'm not gonna lie. I think AEW dropped the ball with this. Even though Bandito and Brody King are over, I thought the smart thing to do was to get the titles to FTR. And since you're in Canada,
yeah,
have the match with them for the title.
Yeah, no, trust me, I get that. But see, also, this is the problem with Tony Khan, because there is a remember the story came out about MVP not wanting to have the Hurt Syndicate lose to FTR, and they wanted to lose to these younger teams that they already squashed already. And I'm like, it don't. And then I guess he was looking at like the creator control and stuff like that. And I'm just like, no, Tony Khan, that's stupid. Just have FTR beat the Hurt Syndicate. I don't care how MVP feels about it or what. You're the boss. And then you ain't got to cut all these corners and then have FTR and Edge Christian going for a tag team match with nothing. Like that could have been for the titles, opposed to this 4-way ladder match that you don't even need. You don't need it right now. So, once again, this is a match that was just shoved in here for the sake of shoving it in here. That doesn't need to be on here. FTR could have the tag team championships right now, and Hurt Syndicate can still have their feud with Ricochet, and that's fine. And they could just lost, and them and Edge and Christian could have had that match for the titles, and that could have damn near been the main event. I still think it might be the main event.
Yeah, because like Edge is on the poster.
Exactly. So I'm just like, and especially for the AEW Championship match they got going on right now, I don't see that being the main event at all. So, but once again, we're here. So Bandito and Brody King, I think this is going to retain. Then speaking of shit that bothered me, Eddie Kingston is returning at All Out.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't seen Eddie Kingston since May 11th, 2024. Eddie Kingston's been out well over a year. And because he's been injured, and then all of a sudden, do they build up to it? No. Do they have something special for it? No. Do they have an open challenge? No. All they do is you have Big Bill on a backstage segment sit there and talk about New York and how he don't like it and who he's calling out. He's calling out Eddie Kingston. So now he's calling him out for All Out. So it's going to be Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill at All Out. Like, wow. Ew,
wait,
wow.
Did he call him out? Or did he call it Eddie Kingston? Eddie Kingston accept it, or was it just like, I'm calling out Eddie Kingston if you got the guts to show up?
He called out Eddie Kingston. I'm not necessarily sure if Eddie Kingston has showed up, but the cat's out the bag, and they already listed him on this show versus Big Bill.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm gonna say because he could have called out Eddie Kingston. Could have been like, if you got the guts to show up, or you're gonna be like a Punk New Yorker or something, and then Eddie Kingston can come out like that. But if it's already confirmed,
there's so many different things. Like once again, all about storyline. You could have had.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait, say that again. Big Bill did what?
Big Bill was backstage on a backstage segment, talking to Renee Dupree. Not Renee Dupree. Renee Paquette. My bad.
Renee Dupree.
Lord, Renee Paquette. And he was, I don't know if they had to be in New York or something. This happened a couple weeks ago. But honestly, a couple weeks ago it was in Philly. So I don't know what the hell, when it happened. But.
Well, I'm only saying that, like, you call out a New Yorker in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something you call it. You should be like, Canadians. I'm gonna issue an open challenge to a Canadian. Then you can do whatever you want with that.
But it could have been an open challenge, and you could have just been quiet about it, and then you could have had the Eddie Kingston thing be a surprise, especially with people that's watching it. But I think it's like he revealing everything before, so we can just order it. I'm like, sometimes less is more, and that's the first.
I'm not gonna lie though, Eddie Kingston ain't gonna make me want to order a pay-per-view. Sorry.
No, but I'm an Eddie Kingston fan though. But that's what I'm saying. You don't have to. That's why I'm saying if you're gonna make an order pay-per-view, then don't reveal him right now. Just keep it as a selling point. So that way, when you hear about the surprise, people want to go back to see it, and that means it'll drive more people back to Max to go and see the pay-per-view. Just do it that way. But neither here nor there, Eddie Kingston is going to get the win here, as he should.
Yep.
Then we have a 3-way match for the AEW.
So we having a show. We're not gonna have one of our most famous Canadians on the show.
Who we? Oh, you talking about Britt Baker?
Well, I meant.
I'm about to say she's from Pittsburgh, ain't she?
I thought Jericho.
Oh, you talking? Oh, I don't know what's going on with Jericho.
It's I know he's leaving. I know he's leaving soon, but I'm like, if they ain't Canada, I thought he would at least,
Nah, because ain't nothing for him to do. The Learning Tree shit is stupid. And I think he was on a cruise. I think he did one of his cruises just not too long ago. So, I don't necessarily know. We got a 3-way match which should just be a singles match. Because it's going to be Okada taking on Takeshita. Taking on either the Beast Mortos or Madagascar. What was it? Dorada? Masquerada Dora? I can't pronounce. I can never pronounce. I know who I'm talking about, but I can never pronounce their name right. Let me see if they got but he's from CMLL. They're going to have a match. I don't know if it's on Dynamite Collision. Whoever wins is going to join the triple threat match between Okada and Takeshita. Or Kanose Takeshita in a 3-way match for the Unified Championship. The rivalry is between Okada and Takeshita. Why do we need to add a triple threat on here? It's just to get people on the card. This is what I'm talking about. Let shit breathe. Like, would you rather see a match with Okada and Takeshita, but then you got to add in a Beast Mortos? I don't need to see any of them in this match with Okada and Takeshita, and I see it's gonna be a good match regardless. But it ain't just about good matches; it's about what the story is telling you. And sometimes things just need to be a one-on-one and let things cook that way instead of just adding components to a match that don't need to be in there. Like when you have good food, and you're just like, well, it needs a little bit of this, it needs a little bit of that. And I'm like, sometimes it just don't. Yes, it's good, but it don't need it. Okay, so right now I got Okada retaining anyway. Fatal 4-way match for the AEW Women's World Championship. We got Timeless Toni Storm taking on Jamie Hayter, taking on Chris Statlander, taking on Tekla. I figured that this was happening, especially after the way things have been happening on Dynamite when I was at the residency and I saw that. What I had liked to see, like Timeless Toni Storm taking on Jamie Hayter. Because, it get the fire back under her or even Chris Statlander. Now, this I don't mind being a triple threat match between Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter. But, I'm like, Tekla, but, I don't mind it. I think it's going to be a good fatal 4-way. It's something for them to do with Toni Storm. I don't see. Is it possible that she could lose it? I would like in a different kind of world, Chris Statlander to win the championship and feud with Willow Nightingale, because whatever that feud is needs something. But I don't, and also it'll give my girl Thicky a shot at the championship. But as of right now, Toni Storm ain't losing that championship right now. So I think she wins and pins Tekla.
I would give it to Toni Storm, but I don't see nobody else right now that's like character wise or anything that's like a threat to Toni Storm. So that's why I would say Toni Storm, but sometimes Tony Khan likes to just randomly give it to somebody else. So,
well, I think right now, I was saying throughout the possibility of Jamie Hayter. I think she needs some more heat underneath her, and Chris Statlander is in a kind of a on off again feud with Willow Nightingale. I'm like, if she was to win the championship and Willow was the challenger for the championship, it would be kind of dope. But I don't see him taking off for Toni Storm right now, not just yet. So I got Toni Storm winning that matchup as well. We're going to have MJF taking on Mark Briscoe, and Mark Briscoe came on Collision, I believe it was, and said what the stipulation is going to be. It's going to be a tables and thumbtacks match. The fuck? Never heard of that. Interesting. But it's going to be a tables and thumbtacks match with MJF. So, once again, will it be an entertaining hardcore fest where Mark Briscoe takes a lot of those thumbtack table bumps? Sure. But I have no reason not to think that MJF not going to come out here with the win.
See, I don't know.
Okay, what you about to say?
I would think that Mark Briscoe will win so that MJF can go on his honeymoon.
Say what?
I would say Mark Briscoe can get the win so MJF can go on his honeymoon.
That's right. I didn't even think about that.
MJF got married and came to work the next day. Like, he got married and came to work.
You right. You're right. He did not go on his honeymoon. You're absolutely right.
So it's like I think he would probably take a loss and quote unquote have a bad whatever loss to where he could be out for a little bit.
It's possible. But for some reason, I still think how MJF is, he can be like, you know what? I'm just going to get the win anyway. So, for some reason, I'm still going to go with MJF on this one.
Okay.
We have a coffin match. Jon Moxley taking on Darby Allin. This was the big Darby Allin come back and take out Jon Moxley. Going to be in a coffin match. We have seen what Darby Allin's coffin matches are going to be like. Say what?
Moxley.
Darby need a win. Like, Darby needs a win.
Moxley.
You still going with Moxley?
Yeah.
Even though Darby came off the mountain and then Darby getting his ass whooped at the end of Dynamite for the past 3 weeks, it seemed like.
Yeah, Moxley.
I'm still gonna go with Darby on this one.
I would say Moxley only because Daniel Garcia turned on him, so like that could be a factor too. You got all of the team, and you got Daniel Garcia too. So it's like, yeah, you kind of overpowered. Sting ain't come out to help, so
I mean that is true. Sting is not coming out to help. However,
and if he do, Sting looks very different now than he did when he first last appeared.
Mm-hmm.
He got that long gray beard now. He still put face paint over the beard.
I seen that. I've seen that. How do you feel about how do you feel about that?
What, the long gray beard or the paint over the beard?
Just his white old beard and everything else.
Well, his white old beard, he retired. Undertaker got a white beard now, so you know that's fine. Right. But putting the face paint over the beard is a little overdoing it to me. Just be Sting Borden. Don't be, Sting with the face paint and everything. Because like Sting is not a person that has to put the face paint on. He's not like
he doesn't.
I ain't trying to be rude, but he's not like some of these people that have to put their face paint on at signings and meet and greets. Because we all know some people like that they need the face paint or they need to be that recognizable person for the meet and greets. Like Sting don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Sting just come out with a collared shirt and his shades on. He'll be fine.
Exactly, and he had that main event mafia look.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. All right. So, but yeah, okay. He got Moxley. I still got Darby Allin. Mercedes Moné versus Riho for the AEW TBS Championship. Why is Riho getting a title shot?
Don't know why, and I don't care. Mercedes is taking it.
Yes, but there's no way Mercedes losing this right now. And I was like, it just giving something for Mercedes to do. Rio just came, like literally just came back, and I'm like, and she just get a title shot? Like, come on, y'all. We got to do better at booking these women. We got to do better. All right, and then we got the match. One of the matches I'm looking forward to is a trios match. The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP taking on Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan and Toa Loana. Oh. That's their names, right?
I don't know their names, but I got the Hurt Syndicate one.
Listen, I have enjoyed their rivalry going so far, even though sometimes it don't make a little sense. But they had a big brawl on Dynamite when we was in Philly, because Shelton Benjamin and Ricochet had a match, and Ricochet lied, saying he gonna have his friends, the Gates of Agony, not come to the ring, but they came out anyway to distract Shelton, cost him the match, and then Bobby and MVP came out there and they started fighting with the Gates of Agony. So it's gonna be a trios match, and I think it's gonna be a damn good one. And for some reason, they have been, hinting at. I can still see, even though I like Ricochet with the Gates of Agony, I can still see Ricochet still join the Hurt Syndicate. Because that was one of the people that they honestly wanted anyway. Huh?
I'm going to say, honestly, I think, I don't know exactly, but I think they could just might as well bring in Cedric. Might as well.
You can't now.
Why?
He in TNA.
Is he officially signed to TNA, or is he just making TNA appearances?
He's officially signed with TNA.
What an idiot. Okay, never mind then.
He officially signed with TNA. And remember, originally, they wanted Ricochet first. But then they got Cedric, and Cedric, tend to work out. I like Cedric in the group, and because it gives him something to do. But right now, Ricochet is in his heel mode, his heel bag. But I mean, as of right now, I don't see him leaving Gates of Agony right now. But I can see in the future that I think that Bobby, let's keep it a buck. Bobby will probably want Ricochet more in the group than he did MJF. Because here's the thing, I didn't even mind MJF in the group. Okay, as somebody who's a big Hurt Syndicate fan, I didn't mind MJF in the group, but I was like, once again, y'all just, I guess, using y'all creative control and got rid of MJF unceremoniously. And I was like, I felt as though you could have really built up to that to have a Bobby Lashley versus MJF match. That's what I felt as though you could have had there. And once again, when you do storytelling, you can build up to some big matches, and then you can have people that want to see that. But Tony Khan's biggest problem is he stopped these storylines dead with no explanation, and why are we supposed to care? To the point where you were like, oh shit, I even forgot that MJF was even part of the Hurt Syndicate. Remember? Yeah, it's like, why would you even give a fuck? You wouldn't.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but I got the Hurt Syndicate winning here. And now that leaves us to... Huh?
I said same.
Now that leaves us to our top matches. We have Hangman Adam Page taking on Kyle Fletcher. Singles match for the AEW World Championship. The Don Callis family is banned from ringside. They established that after Hangman beat Josh Alexander on Dynamite at the 2300 Arena. And Kyle Fletcher came out, and then he made Kyle Fletcher say that, and Don Callis, that there will be no Don Callis family members at ringside. So it's going to be Kyle trying to do this by himself. I like Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher's that boy. I liked him in Aussie Open. I'm glad that he's getting a run by himself. He's the TNT champion. He got the Don Callis look. We even chanted in Philly to get him some socks because he had them smoking slippers shoes on with no socks. Everything is great, but there's no chance in hell that Kyle Fletcher's beating Hangman Page for that championship. This is a show that Hangman has nobody to go really credible to go up against.
I don't understand why this the main event.
I don't think it's the main event. It don't need to be the main event.
I'm saying I don't even understand why it's a championship match.
Because once again, I agree with you on that one too. They could have went another direction and went another route. It had like a trios match or a tag team match with the champion, and we could have done something different. But like, is it going to be a good match? Yeah, but there's no convincing that Kava's not going to win that championship. He's the TNT champion. They're not going to make that man double champion. It's not happening. Adam Page is going to win the matchup. He's just going to be in there to give him a good match. But it's not going to be anything special, like or anything that groundbreaking or that's going to make the internet start talking. Then what I think is going to be the main event is Edge and Christian, or Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus FTR with Stokely, who get no hoes, as he says. So
yeah, I would just go ahead and give it the Edge and Copeland, Christian.
It has to be Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. It has to be them in Toronto, especially after FTR turned their back on Copeland at Dynasty. And that was in Philly too. I was there at the League Court Center when they turned on him. So he has to get his lick back. They both got to get their lick backs here. So out there, they're in Canada. Come on now. So it's gonna be the feel good moment. It got to be the main event. It would have been better if they had the fucking tag team titles on the line and we didn't have to worry about this ladder match, and you could just had that and then win the titles from FTR at the end of the show. But that's not going to happen. So we're going to have to just deal with how he has it now. And I do think that this should be the main event. They all over the poster for it. It's them reuniting. Kyle Fletcher and Adam Page don't. Huh?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh yeah, Kyle Fletcher and Adam Page don't scream main event for me. So
that screams opening matchup to me.
Yeah. But guys, that is our predictions for All Out. So make sure you guys try it out on HBO Max if y'all feel like paying the discounted price. I want to see both, so I'm going to try to, like I said, order All Out and then watch WrestlePalooza on Saturday. That's my goal. So I'm hoping to do that.